Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan the Skeptical One.
I'm Erin the Believer. We are playing with fire tonight because I've got very little battery life and I forgot my charger. So if we just suddenly cut off, we're probably fine. Hopefully you'll hear from us next
on
week.
The edge.
I know. I was like, oh boy, we're gonna have to be really on point today because we cannot dilly-dally.
Intentional about what we're saying. This will go great.
Sure, we'll be fine.
No, we won't be long-winded.
No.
Oh, no. This is going to just be professional and tight.
If we're anything, we're concise.
Oh, yes. I think that's definitely how people would describe us.
Absolutely.
Just to the point.
Yeah.
Yep. Focused. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of something so important to share.
Okay.
I have very lame but exciting news.
Oh.
We got our heater fixed and now we can keep the heat on while we record.
Okay. That's, I don't know who thinks that's lame because it ain't me.
Oh my gosh, it's been so cold.
Yes. Every time we record, by the end of it, our teeth are chattering.
I know, but not anymore. We got it fixed. Kevin didn't think there was a problem. I was like, it does not sound like how a heater should sound. Whatever. I don't know. I don't ever fix these things. And we got somebody in and he said, wow, I've never seen this before.
Oh, those are not words you want to hear from any serviceman.
Yeah, but luckily it's under warranty, so we didn't have to pay anything.
Hey, that's nice. Yeah, Ellie's snoring is endearing. Your loud heater, not so much.
Right. No, nobody is in love with my heater.
No, right. It's not as cute and cuddly as Ellie is.
Right.
Well, good job. Proud of you.
Thank
you.
To go. Thank you very much. What's going on with you? I just spent all day with you.
Yeah, I mean, since the hour that we've spent apart, not too much. Been pretty low key. Just an insane week. It was a full moon.
Yeah.
So just crazy things just kept happening at school. I can't really talk about any of them. Just know that it was a wild ride last week at school. And yeah, I'm just glad to be here now.
Yeah, same. I was real bitchy for like 2 days, at least 2 days. Everything got on my nerves.
Yeah.
For no real reason. I guess it was just the full moon.
I think I'm still there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. Maybe.
You haven't gotten on my nerves today, so that's good. We'll see how this podcast goes.
I did talk a lot about the hamsters at lunch, and that was getting on everybody's nerves.
Oh, it was cracking me up. I just kept laughing because every time I would go away, I would come back. And what seemed like for a while, and you're still talking about the hamsters. So it just cracked me up. I kept making little jokes. I'm like, oh, we're still talking about the hamsters. Okay.
I just cleaned their cages so well today.
You did.
I'm really proud of my cleaning abilities every once in a while.
Tell me again. How many?
No, I won't. I won't. We only have, now we're probably down to 22%.
Oh my gosh.
The pressure.
We can't spend it on Kilo and 8-Ball, even though they're so cute. That's so funny. No, not much going on. I binged the series that you told me to.
Yeah. Girl Before.
Oh my gosh, it was good.
I know. We can't talk about the ending, but I can't wait to talk about the ending.
I know. We'll have to do that off air. But if you're looking for something good to get into, kind of like a thriller, whodunit, suspense.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good.
It is good. It's only 4 episodes, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
it's on HBO. There are some like trigger warnings, and I don't think they ever warn. There's like child loss and abuse. I mean, there's
it's definitely it's dark. It's dark,
very dark,
heavy, but
it's one of those where you're always like, oh, I think I know. No, nope, that's not it. No, I think I know, and I can prove that by our text message exchange for that night when you're watching it.
Erin had already seen the entire series, so for the last episode, I just kept pausing it and guessing. And then I'd watch like 5 more minutes. I'm like, oh nope, I'm going to guess different. I'm like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And in a roundabout way, I kind of did.
You got close?
I got close. Yeah, it was good. But I always like that when they stump me. I'm like, oh, man, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun. That was a good episode.
Yeah, that's good. I am watching a real dumb show now. I'm not going to suggest it to anybody because it's so weird that I'm like Kevin is asleep next to me. And I'm like, if he wakes up and just sees what I'm watching, he's going to be like, what's wrong with you?
I always think that. I'm like, there are so many shows that are like guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell anybody I ever watched this.
Period. Right. Yeah, exactly. I saw somewhere it was like Netflix needs a category that's easy to like understand while I'm playing on my phone.
Yeah.
This show is perfect for that.
Oh, there you go.
I know it's happening. It's dumb enough that I don't feel like I ever need to put my phone down.
Isn't that funny? Kind of brainless. You don't have to really think about it.
Right. It's entertaining enough.
Yeah.
I like the actors in it, so whatever. But
Yeah.
The show is dumb.
All right, tell us.
It's Dollface on Hulu.
Oh, yep,
It's
never
so
heard
weird. It's about like this woman who's going through a big breakup
Oh.
long term, and this is why it's so weird. There's a cat woman.
Oh, that's not weird.
No, she is a woman's body with a huge
Oh.
cat face.
Okay, hold on.
And it is the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. I
Wait.
like can't look directly at the screen when it's on because I'm like, this is so dumb. What am I watching?
Is it animated?
No, but it's supposed to be like in her. I mean, the cat face is like computer projection. You know,
Okay.
like nobody else is seeing it. It's just like her
Okay.
way of like coping with it. So it just kind of every once in a while goes off into this really weird. It's very odd. It took me a really long time. I love trying to like figure out who is playing a character. I'm like, oh, I've seen them on something, and then I try to figure out where I've seen them, or I
Yeah.
recognize that voice. And as soon as I heard that Catwoman, I was like, I know that actress, and I'm not going to be able to concentrate on anything else until I figure out who is playing that without looking it up. And it's the woman who ruins everything on Speed when she tries to escape and then like gets blown up, and
Oh, yeah.
it's her. I knew it. As
Like
soon
wild hair, kind of.
I don't know. I feel like she doesn't have real wild hair.
Maybe I'm just picturing an actual Catwoman.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the male bus driver in Speed, he kind of has some big hair.
I have not seen that movie. Probably.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite action. It's probably my favorite action movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That and Con Air. Ooh, I love Con Air.
Con Air is good.
What's really weird about Con Air is that Nicolas Cage has never been attracted to me until he's got a mullet. He's like the biggest white trash, and I'm like, yes.
Oh, and that real country
When
accent.
he gets shot in the arm and doesn't even flinch,
No,
and he just
I
keeps
mean,
walking, I'm like, yes, you are hot. We're so hot.
Oh, that's true. That is true. He
Why?
is.
It's
I
so
don't know.
weird.
It is weird. I mean, it's also kind of like a prisoner, bad guy.
Yeah, but he's
Mhm.
not. He like,
But he's not. He's got a
been
good
to jail
heart.
defending his wife who was
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah, he was wrongly done wrong. Yeah, yeah. He's
It's
hot now.
That's a great movie.
Every other movie except for Raising Arizona with him in it, I cannot stand. He drives
Yeah.
me crazy.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's our. There we just dissected poor Nicolas Cage.
We're now down to 19%. No, I'm kidding. I didn't
My
look.
gosh, this is like a time bomb. It's very scary.
Oh, 21%.
Oh, we're doing fine.
It says we have an hour and 7 minutes.
We
probably.
can keep on going.
We are fine.
I love your new little nose ring.
Oh, thank you. I went to go buy it on Saturday with Jewel,
Uh-huh.
and we're sitting there, and the guy was like, well, if our piercer changes it for you, like if you're uncomfortable, they'll change it, but it costs an extra $20. So I was like, and they weren't even there yet. So I was like, I feel like I could try it.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, but if you start to panic, don't force it through. Just like stay really calm, take a breath, maybe step away from it. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
okay. So now I'm panicked.
Yeah, yeah.
But I FaceTimed her while I did it, which is while I was doing it.
FaceTime the piercing artist?
No, I FaceTimed Jewel while I did it tonight because I didn't do it yesterday. I wanted to surprise you before the podcast. And have it
Cute.
I FaceTimed her tonight, and while I was doing it, I was like, oh, this will be good. She can like keep me calm, whatever. It's like, this is the grossest thing to FaceTime somebody.
Yeah,
for.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Like, all up in your nose holes.
It was gross. I had it like on the counter, and I'm like over it. I was like, this is
Ew.
gross, Jewel. Do you want to get off? Do you want to just do it on speakerphone? She's like, nah, I'm here. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, she is the best friend.
She truly is. She's incredible.
Because I think I'd be like, well, can you just turn your camera off and listen to my voice? I'll be here for moral support, but I don't have to see up your nose.
Yeah, I didn't do that. She was there for all the glory. But I got it in with, it wasn't that hard. It took me a minute. It made me a little nervous at one point, but I got it through.
You step back, you took a breath, you stay calm.
I did, and it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
so cute.
It's a little short. I think I might need to get a bigger one.
Oh, why?
It like doesn't go up into my nose.
Oh, well, I could never tell until you
can't-
did that.
Okay. So
I mean, if it bothers you.
no, I don't think it doesn't look weird.
Well, now I know. So now I keep looking at it. And now I know. And now that's all I can see is where it stops.
Well, shit.
And now you've also told everybody else that listens to this podcast. So you might need to get a bigger one.
All right.
But it is cute. I wonder if you could just bend it a little bit.
I tried that with my actual fingers, and I couldn't pinch it.
While it was in?
Yeah.
Oh, God. This
But-
sounds like a horrible thing that's going to happen.
I feel like I could get little
Tweezers.
pinchers, and
Maybe when it's not in your nose.
maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like it'd be harder to get in if I bend it.
Oh, Okay, well, this is a lot of nose talk, and now that's all I can see is your nose.
What if I do this? Does it make it better?
There it is. Perfect angle. Just stay like that the entire
just
time.
tilt my chin down.
It
Don't
looks
make direct eye contact.
comfortable. I mean, you look so uncomfortable, but so cute.
Oh, thank you. That's all that matters.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, you ready to read some spooky stories?
I am, and I got a good one.
Me too. Are you going first or?
I don't know. What should we thumb wrestle?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm never good at this.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Come on. I'm darting. For those of you who aren't here,
This
which
is
is all of you. 1,
great.
2, 3. I got it.
I win a thumb war. 1, 2, 3, 4. I win the thumb war. That's how you gotta
Oh
win.
my god!
My
I was
nails are
just
too sharp. Your nails are too sharp.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare a thumb war. This is awful. And 2, 3, 4. I win a thumb war.
Oh, fine. You go first. Whatever. You cheated.
Nuh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am actually reading. This is kind of like a friend of a friend story.
Okay. I
So
love it.
our good friend Michaela from Murder Squared,
Hey, Michaela. Hey.
she was for a while reading paranormal stories as a little bonus episode,
Okay.
but now she's gone a different direction. So she wrote in saying, I'm not doing these anymore. And this person said that I could just pass on their story to you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, person.
I know. So hopefully we get a new listener from it.
Yeah.
So we're starting right in. They have no introduction for us. They may have never even heard of us before. So here we go. It is titled Listener UFO Story.
Ooh, I asked for more of those, so yay.
Right? Me and my sister witness weird stuff all the time. We grew up in the desert of California. It's a really small town. There isn't anything there except a 4-way stop.
Wow.
Anywho, being that it is such a small town and there's like zero light pollution, you can always see the sky and stars, and it's genuinely beautiful. But with that, you see some questionable stuff, most of which we've chalked up to the military base being probably 40 miles away. However, one night, my sister and I were just chilling in our yard watching the sky. There's some hills to our east and mountains to the south. I want to say like, jokers to the left.
I know.
Here
Yeah.
I am. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get sued, so maybe I cut that. But I did sing it poorly, so.
I'm sorry. We sang like almost the entire song of "Who Let the Dogs Out." So
Oh, that's true.
It's anybody's. It's fair game.
And we quoted 50 Cent, I don't know, 17 times last week.
Yeah.
Oh, but if 50 Cent sued us, he'd probably have to meet us.
Oh my god! And he'd love us. He'd fall in love with
Worth
us.
it.
Yep, he would be.
But we were facing toward these hills. They are very big for rock crawling. It says crawling. Do you think that means climbing? But it says crawling.
That's how I rock climb.
Right.
Just crawl.
I mean, like, get me off of this rock.
This was a horrible decision.
What got me here? Oh
I'm
my
gonna guess
gosh.
they mean climbing, but I don't know. Maybe that's what it's called there.
Yeah, it really says crawling and other off-road vehicles. So I don't know.
If you know what rock crawling is,
Yeah.
maybe that's a way to drive on something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not from the desert. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. That sounds good.
Okay.
While we're just hanging out looking for shooting stars, all of a sudden a giant ball of light shoots up from behind the hills, stays up for about 7 seconds, and then collapses into itself and disappears.
Collapses into itself.
Like, I think it lifts and then it I don't know. I was trying to picture this too when I read it.
Okay.
Like, it's up in the air.
Okay.
And then either it falls down dramatically, or maybe it just is gone. Like, it's big and bright in the air and then gone.
Oh.
Like, it's almost like
shrivels.
yeah,
or
like
something.
a little I don't know, like you're turning off a
Your hand looks like an octopus right now, the way you're doing or like
I
a
want
jellyfish.
it to look like it's sucking that light right in.
Okay.
I don't know. Collapses into itself. So what does that mean?
Okay.
We need to know rock crawling and what
Yes.
that means when a light collapses into itself. This thing was bright enough to make it seem like daylight in our town.
Oh my god.
That is crazy. That is so bright.
Wow.
We were shook, but being the dumb girls we are, we decided to investigate.
I love it.
I would totally
Yes.
try to investigate.
I mean, what are you gonna do after that? Just go home?
Yeah, I would immediately regret it. Like, we would get in the car and then I'd be like, I don't want to do this. I changed my mind. And you wouldn't let me. But
yep, exactly.
so we start driving towards it. And all of a sudden, about 5 to 10 black SUVs start coming up from the hill.
What?
Like on the path we were headed down. They blocked all actual paths to get back there. And
Holy
one
shit.
even started to follow us. I know. It's the Men in Black.
Oh my God. They're going to zap their little eyes and memory.
Right.
Oh man.
We decided just to go home and watch it from inside. So I guess they stopped following him enough that they didn't like continue the chase
Wow.
once they realized they were leaving. They stayed there until the sun started to come up, and then they all left.
Huh.
We even went to investigate the next day to see if we were stopped or if we could find anything. Of course, we didn't. No scorch marks, no sign of fires or explosions, literally no evidence.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
I know.
Wow.
Over the next few days, we didn't really bring it up. It was never in the paper of any experiments or military testing, so we kind of thought maybe we made it up or dreamt it. Until a friend of my sister's brought up how he woke up in the middle of the night a few days ago thinking he overslept because it was so bright in his house.
Whoa.
But it went dark shortly after. And then he thought there was an accident or something because a lot of sirens were going by his house.
Oh.
But literally no one else in town had any gossip about this or anything else. And if you live in a small town,
oh yeah,
stuff like this is something everyone knows about. My sister and I were never able to decide if it was military or extraterrestrial, but we know whatever we saw, we weren't supposed to see it.
Ooh.
Right? Isn't that a great closing line?
Yes, it was so good. Man, it makes me think military because they were able to be there so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, how would they know?
Unless they were like tracking something.
Oh, that's true. Good point there. What's scary to me is like small town desert.
Yeah.
Small population. Like,
Mhm.
what if they were testing out some sort of weird bomb or something?
Yeah, that is scary.
Oh, that's so weird and so freaky.
Yeah, and you laughed, and I kind of meant for you to laugh, but with the Men in Black, some people think the Men in Black are real.
Mm-hmm.
Or like they're to basically erase your memory if something weird happens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I believe in that technology. I believe that there's probably a section of government. No, I don't probably. I believe that there's a whole section of government that we don't know about.
Yeah.
That is there to cover up things that we don't know about.
Right. Well, some people think that the Men in Black are not from the government. They might be outer-worldly.
Aliens? Now, see, that's where I'm going to draw the line.
Okay.
I don't know that I believe in that. I would like to hear more about that for sure. If anybody has a story out there,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, the Hat Man.
Yeah.
What if he is
The
here
Man in
to
Black.
erase your memory, but then forgets to erase your memory? He'd be the worst memory eraser ever.
Everybody's like, don't send Jim. Who's Jim? He's that guy who always wears the hat. He thinks it's cool, but he forgets every time to
And
erase their memory.
People keep talking. People keep writing in podcasts about their story about the Hat Man. Jim, get it together. Here we go again. Jim, let it out again.
Yeah, there is a weird video that's like supposed to be unexplained video, and you see a man who pretty much looks like a Man in Black, like glasses and everything. But while I was watching it, I was like, it is weird, but it could very easily be faked.
Yeah.
But I mean, the woman does react weird. If it wasn't faked, then it is really weird.
Okay.
I don't
Strange.
know. According to whatever weird, rabbit hole I was watching,
Yeah.
they were like, and this woman was never seen again. So I'm like, well, if all of that is true, then that is really weird and suspicious. But
and also, he could just be a serial killer.
well, she when he first walks in, she looks alarmed and she reaches for something, and then he says something, and you can almost see her go into a trance, and she starts doing everything he says. There's no audio to it, but you can just see that she's she puts her hands down it's no longer a threat, and he's she stands up real calmly and then walks out with him. There's no more cause for alarm on her end, but then she's never seen again. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. A hypnotist. A
Yeah.
serial killing hypnotist.
Yeah. Or a Man in Black. But again, I don't know. When I watch videos like that, I'm very skeptical.
I'm so glad to hear you say those words. That's good. I'm glad you have a wee bit of skepticism in you. It's needed.
Yeah.
Today at lunch, Miles, he's been real big into asking me, do you believe in? And of course, he's asked me, do I believe in ghosts? And I'm like, no. He's like, yep, me neither. I'm like, that's right, kid. And he's like, Ann does. I'm like, I know. It's kind of like our thing. But he asked if I the other day if I believed in aliens. And I was like, now I do believe in aliens. I believe there could be. And we had this big, like, ridiculous conversation because he's like, what do you think they look like? I have no idea. So he tells me. Anyway, but at lunch, I thought it was cute today. He was like, Nana, have you seen aliens? And I don't even remember really telling him that she had, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because in our last conversation I didn't, but she of course was so excited, like, yes, I have. She got to tell her whole story again. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you all haven't heard that story, I don't know what episode it's in.
Yeah,
But
we
you
definitely
hear
tell.
from our mom.
Yes, her personal account of seeing a UFO. Pretty wild. If you know people out there, anybody who's had personal experiences with UFOs, know anybody who has stories, please send them in, especially if you know about the Men in Black. I want to know more about that.
Yeah, I know very little information about them.
Maybe they are like the parents of the black-eyed children. Some sort of thing going on there. I'm just going to create my own conspiracy.
There you go.
Everything tied, it all loops together.
If you say it with enough confidence.
Yeah, somebody will believe me.
Yeah.
Kind of like somebody once said there were ghosts, and now a lot of people believe in that.
Oh my gosh. Somebody saw a ghost and they were like, I could see through Larry who died last month.
I just want to see through Larry, and I'm never going to. So therefore,
You could. What if you do?
It'd be really weird because I also don't know a Larry. Oh, I do know a Larry. I hope I don't ever have to see him as a ghost. That'd be sad. That took a dark turn. Okay. All right. So this one is from Hallie, who's given Repeat Reby a little run for her money.
Oh.
She says, third time's the charm.
Oh. Hallie is hilarious. She's where we got our scoop your nose ring out, but that was just my misreading.
It's kismet because you got a new little
that's right.
A new little ring in your nose that you have to scoop more often, or you don't have to scoop as much.
I don't think I'm gonna have to scoop as much.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know.
I'm so glad you don't have to scoop your nose ring at all.
I never had to scoop my nose ring. It's just what we called it, everybody. If you're thinking about getting a nose ring, it's just an inside joke. No scooping involved, but no turning it. I'm not gonna have to turn it as much.
Very nice. Okay. So this is from Hallie. Hello again, sisters. You can't keep me away. I have yet another story for you, and it's a good one.
Ooh, okay.
When I was growing up, we would all get together at my grandparents' in the summer and sit by the fire since we all live so close. I love that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
That's awesome. My mom's side of the family has always had a fascination with the paranormal because they all lived in a haunted house for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, when we would sit around the fire, everyone would bring up a spooky experience they had in the house. That is so fun.
Yeah.
Like just sitting around a fire, your family, and everybody has got their own little story, their own perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that's the best.
But those are stories for another time.
Ooh, we're going to get even more.
Hallie's like, I see you, Reby.
I
raise you a fire pit of lots of stories. For some background, my mom and her 4 siblings are very loud and all somehow manage to marry people who are quiet and more reserved.
Oh, it's like me and Kevin.
I know. Well, and like me and James. I mean,
yeah.
Now listen, you get that man on a subject.
I'm like, well, I don't know if I'd say quiet.
A lot of times he'll sit back quietly and let everybody do their thing. But then when he's got something to say, he's going to say it for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I have heard James talk more than I've ever heard Kevin talk. And I've been married to Kevin
that is
for almost 15 years.
Hilarious and so true. I love it. Oh, I love it. And then in parentheses, she puts opposites attract, LOL. One summer night, we were all sitting around telling stories, and my uncle, who rarely contributed to the conversation, says that he has a story for us. He wasn't much to interject, so we all got real quiet and listened.
Oh, I love those.
I know. Yeah, it's the quiet ones. You're like, listen up, Uncle so-and-so.
Yeah.
That has a good story and never talks, so it must be good.
Right.
The story begins with my uncle and his close friend driving around at 2 a.m. one night in Ohio County, Kentucky. They have been visiting a friend and were bored driving around to kill some time over the weekend. They turned onto Taffy Road, a road that they had been down multiple times. As they were driving, they saw a dark figure standing in the road ahead and began to slow down. This story takes such a turn.
Okay.
Just get ready.
A dark turn?
Interesting. A dark, interesting turn. As the car inched closer, they could make out the outline of a man that was carrying an axe above his head.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And started moving towards them fast.
Oh.
They immediately put the car in reverse and managed to get out of sight before turning around.
Oh, okay.
As they were heading away from Taffy Road, they both started talking and were in disbelief. Was the guy trying to scare them? Had he hurt someone already? Had they both just seen a ghost? Or were they imagining it all? So they decided to turn around and go back. Just
What?
to be
No, why?
brave. I mean, I think I would too. I would be like, what did we just see? And we're in a car.
Oh, no, I would not go back.
You would not go back.
I would not go back. Somebody
would
has
just-
an axe
What would you
coming
do?
towards me. I would drive away and I'd probably call the cops.
Okay. You would be like my voice of reason in my head, but I would be like, Erin, we're fine. You get on the phone, call the cops. We're turning around. Let's do this.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that's really weird.
Yeah. No. Now it's about to get really,
Okay.
really weird.
Okay.
When I say it takes a turn, you're not going to see this coming. Like, what's your prediction?
Is it Bigfoot with an axe?
No.
Okay.
Stranger.
Is
I mean,
it,
just strange.
okay.
Okay. You ready?
Like, is it a garden gnome with an axe? What do you mean, stranger?
I
Okay.
still think it's stranger. Okay,
Okay.
get ready. All right. So they decide to turn around and go back just to be sure something wasn't wrong or what they had actually seen was even real. They turned down Taffy Road once again and cautiously approached the spot on the road where the man with the axe had been.
Mm.
To their surprise, the man with an axe was gone.
But a beautiful woman.
Something was in its place.
Mm.
In the almost exact same spot, there was a woman facing away from them, slowly pushing an old-timey baby carriage
What?
up the middle of the road. Told you, you would have never guessed it.
No.
At this point, they had seen enough and floored it out of there.
Yeah.
Yes. My uncle had never interjected with our ghostly stories before, and we all sat there, mouths open, staring at him after he finished the story. He's probably like, I'm never going to speak again. At first, we thought he was messing with us and trying to come up with some elaborate story to top all of ours after having to listen to us talk about ghosts for so long. But every time we ask him about it, he sticks to his story.
Huh.
His friend that was with him even tells the story the exact same way.
Whoa.
I don't think any of the stories we've ever had over the years have ever topped that one.
Yeah, that'd be pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll hear from me again, but for now, I hope you enjoy.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's talk this through.
Yeah.
Was it nighttime? It was nighttime.
Yes, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the morning.
So it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Are like their headlights lighting this figure?
Yes. Like they start to drive up, and as they're driving up, they see a dark figure, so they slow down.
Uh-huh.
And once they get close enough, they see a guy with an axe.
Oh my gosh.
And then it starts coming towards them.
Yeah. And then they went back like weirdos. I just can't imagine going back.
I can't imagine not going back.
Oh my gosh. You're going to get us killed someday.
Someday, but it'll be a great story for someone else to tell.
Oh my gosh. We'll try to press record.
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Okay. I want to know, because if I were a believer, I would have something. Do you have anything to explain that?
Like maybe it's the Fae and they're like shape shifting to try to get you. But why would you? Here's where that doesn't make sense, because it wouldn't be tempting to me to ever go near that axe person. Like I could see like, oh my gosh, there's this woman with a baby carriage at 2 a.m. What's their story? Are they okay? Can I help them?
Right.
But if I see a man with an axe
Maybe
running towards me at 2 a.m., I would not go back. But you know what? Apparently
they would. Well, maybe it was like a new Fae, like brand new, just trying it out, and they accidentally like slipped into like the axe one. They're like, oh shit, I meant to be less threatening. Oh God, I hope they come back. I'm new at this,
they were just in the middle of practicing.
They were just practicing, and they showed up.
Oh man, that would suck. They'd get fired.
I was thinking like a portal of some sort of like just different spirits, almost like rotating through this like little area.
Ooh, like a little hot spot.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they come back, and it's I don't know, just a different spirit.
Did they drive past the woman, or they like backed up again?
They backed up again and got out of there,
because it made me think my all-time favorite Unsolved Mysteries. I can picture it so clearly.
Ooh.
I even made Sophie watch it. Was the one, I think her name was Mary, like the ghost Mary, where like one story she like danced with a man, and then he went to go see her the next day, and like she died 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But then like in that spot they always saw Mary.
Uh-huh.
Like people would see her, and at one point they drive past a woman and she's like glowing.
Oh.
And the husbands in the car are like, we should turn around. And the wives are like, no, I don't want to turn around. But as they pass her, they look back and like she has no face. Like it's just like her face is
Ooh.
completely the night sky behind
Ooh.
it. That's what I thought of when I was like, oh, what if they drove past
Ooh.
and she'd have a face?
So
And it was
creepy.
Mary from New Jersey, but they were in Kentucky. I don't know. That was where my mind was going the whole time.
Yeah, it's almost creepier that they never did see her face,
Yeah.
like, or the baby. Like they just see the carriage, they
Yeah.
see her, they don't see what's in the carriage or her face.
Yeah.
I don't know what's creepier, the Axeman or the baby.
I don't know either. I think the Axeman is scarier because
Mhm.
it's like a big threat right there. But
Yeah.
I think the baby and the woman are creepier.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, so you ready for my debunk?
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay, Uncle So-and-so
Okay.
is like twice removed from this podcast.
Uncle so-and-so.
Oh, Uncle So-and-so. I doubt he ever listens or will ever listen. So I'm not going to worry about, like I normally would, offending him.
Okay.
I think he was high as fuck.
That is possible.
They're driving around Ohio County, 2 a.m., got nothing to
Mm.
do. Let's try out some LSD and go on a trip. And I think they might have gone on a trip.
Oh, that is interesting.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because it's almost too weird to even be a ghost story.
Yeah. I
It's so
think
weird. There's no common thread
No.
other than the fact that they both tell the same story. But if they go on the LSD trip together,
Yeah.
like you could talk each other into that.
Right, exactly. So it's either LSD or it's like some weird serial killer like scene that they walked up on or drove up on. So they've got like the guy who's got the axe and then, or like maybe they're like trying to, wield a story to get them to pull over, but then she misses her cue in some way. Like
when they saw the Axeman first.
yes, and like, damn it, Carol, you're supposed to come out right when I have the axe up. They have to have somebody to save.
We are so ready with weird names tonight. We've got Jen, Larry, and Carol so far.
You got to be ready. You got to be ready.
I love it.
Sorry if your names are any of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to go LSD.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really is too bizarre.
It is so out there. I can't make the connection unless it's some sort of portal or like you said, the Fae, like the shape shifting, which is so weird. Like I'm just going to try on an axe murderer and then I'm going to try on a mom with a baby.
Yeah, I'm sure if it is somehow this one figure, they were like, oh man, I scared those guys so good. And then they see the headlights coming back and they're like, are you kidding me?
Right. That didn't do it. Okay.
All right, fine. I'll get real weird.
Scene. Try again.
You didn't think an Axeman was weird enough. I'm going to get so weird.
Oh man. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's really weird. All right. Well, do we have time for one more? Because it was kind of short.
I think we do.
All right. Let me look for one. Hold
If
on.
our computer,
Right.
I feel like it's the final countdown.
It says 47 minutes, but it only says 12% now.
Holy shit, the percent keeps going down so quickly. The minutes, not so much. What does that even mean? I don't even know if I have time to get another beer.
Oh, here's a little short one.
Okay.
You do not have time to get another. Don't get another beer.
Oh man. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Okay. I'm going to read another one from Angie.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since we've talked to Angie.
Up your alley, Angie. I
That's
was
it.
not telling her to do something. That's the name of her company.
Oh my
It
gosh.
sounded like it was like up yours. I did not mean it like that way. I
Right.
promise.
Right. Okay. And it's pretty short, so I don't think the computer's going to die.
Okay. Ooh, let's
fingers
hope.
crossed. Okay. The subject line is I died.
Oh no.
I know. She's writing as a ghost from beyond.
Oh no, Angie, don't die.
What?
We
Too
love
late.
you.
Too late.
Oh, it's already written.
Hello, sisters. I warned Aaron that I was sending this. I warned me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
It's coming.
it
It's
came.
coming.
I think I can even show pictures of the hospital and grotto.
Ooh.
Wow. I don't even know what a grotto is.
Is that a place?
Yeah, it sounds like something I kind of have a reference for in my brain, but I'm not going to try to.
We don't have time.
No, we
Keep
have no
going.
time.
Press through.
Okay, so if you want to see it, Google Fort Smith, NWT, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Not from this computer because it will die. Yeah, I'm from the north. Aaron, we have talked enough about your connection with being Canadian because Kevin is Canadian,
Mhm.
but this is different. Unless Kevin lived in the far north of Ontario, in a town of 2,000 people with 50% of them related to you,
Oh, wow.
the dating pool was shallow.
I bet.
So I was 7 years old and was constantly sick.
And already dating?
No,
Wow.
no, I just think that came later.
Oh, okay.
I
I
mean,
was like, dang, Angie,
that's
get
a
it.
lot.
That's a lot. Dating at 7. Okay, sorry. Sorry, no times for jokes. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so she was constantly sick, tonsillitis.
Oh,
I would get so ill, I'd end up in the hospital for close to a year. In and out I went. Oh my gosh, that's awful.
that's awful.
Then one episode had me unconscious and so ill I have no memory of going into the hospital.
Mm.
I woke days later to nuns all kneeling around my bed praying.
Mm.
I later was told the bishop came to my bed to administer my last rites.
Oh my God.
At 7.
Oh, that's
That is
horrible.
horrible. I asked one nun why my grandma was there. How did she get there and why did she go away? Thing is, my grandma had passed away a year before.
Wow.
I had this vision or dream, not sure what one had when they were dying. But during this time, I went for a walk with my grandma. We went across the road to the grotto and just sat and were together. Not sure the timeline, but it felt like moments my grandma told me it was time for me to go back to my room. I do remember saying, no, I wanted to stay with her. And she was like, no, it's my time to go. And that is it. I've asked my mom many times if this happened, and she keeps saying she just didn't know what to do when I kept saying Grandma came to visit me. Now I need to get my dinner started. Have a great day, ladies. Regards.
I love Angie.
I know. She's like, okay, peace.
That was it. Gotta go. Dinner.
Regards, again, Angie.
Again, Angie. Repeat. Everybody's giving you. Listen,
Here
Rebe.
again, Hallie. How about that?
Here again, Hallie, and repeat, Rebe, and what was it? Again, Angie.
Yeah,
Love it.
we've got one from Charlie in there too, so we're gonna have to like
Ooh, chomping at the bit, Charlie.
I don't know if that's right.
Okay, well that was good.
I know, a little quick. Get in, get out.
Yeah, get in, get out. I'm gonna say you were in dream state and you dreamt of your grandmother.
So even when you're like on the verge of in and out of could go, could stay on this earth, on this plane, you don't think there's any dipping in?
I don't think so. I think that that if you're unconscious, like especially in that mindset, I mean, like you're like deep. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think dreams can happen in all different ways.
Yeah. I think that was her grandma coming to being like, no, don't come yet. Like you still
Like
have
it's
time.
not time.
Yeah. Because in that moment, it was probably like it would be easier. You know, she's like been so sick. She's so little.
So, okay. Could it be, is there any way that like her subconscious, like her own body creates something like a grandmother figure to bring her back in?
Yeah, it's called a ghost. But no, I don't know.
No, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
neurons firing.
yeah, exactly. Like we've got to find a way to keep going. And
Right.
what's the way that we can do that? What would be a figure that means a lot to, like, I'm talking as if your brain is its own robot, because I've also been watching, I did forget one show we've been watching called Raised by Wolves.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it's good, but it's got a lot of like deep thinking in it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that one.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's wild. So that's kind of got me thinking, like, maybe your own body, your own brain comes up with these visions or these thoughts to be like, this is what we have to do. Come on, get your shit together, get back in your body.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It really makes me think of this movie that I loved as a kid and makes me even more mad at stupid Bill Cosby for ruining.
It's horrible.
Remember Ghost Dad?
Yeah,
freaking loved that movie.
You loved that movie. Every time I would come in, you were watching that movie.
It was such a good movie. And now I can't even watch it because he's such a dick.
Yep. Asshole.
Ugh.
Hate him.
Yes.
Okay, gotta find my fan favorite because you know I got one. And I got a good one. And I'm so excited. Look, I got such a good one. Look, we go on.
I was like,
and
you got
on and
Arlo
on.
as your.
No, we exchanged dog photos. I mean, we get into it. Are you ready?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm kind of pissed that your computer's going to die soon
Oh, no.
because this person deserves a chunk of our time.
We're good. Go for it.
How much percentage do they have?
10%.
Oh my gosh.
I know
Okay.
it's draining.
All right. So it is the lovely Scottish
Oh,
which I said in a British accent.
Sure did. Scottish.
Say it again. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know if that was any
Well,
good.
let's just not even try. It's
Okay.
Natalie.
Natalie,
The
I love
lovely.
Natalie.
We love Natalie
I miss
so much.
Natalie.
I miss Natalie too.
Did you tell Natalie get back in our lives a little
Well,
bit more?
I kind of picked Natalie so that I could be like, come on, girl. I don't know if you gave up on us or not, but you were in it to win it there for a while, and then you didn't come back for a long time. I'm like, no.
I need more videos of her talking while she's driving.
Listen, I'm running the long game. I'm like, got to pick her for the fan favorite. Okay. And then maybe like a couple months we'll forget and you can pick her again.
Okay, perfect.
Right. Okay. All right.
I've done that once. And I tried to pick the same person. And they're like, well, I guess still the same thing I said the last time. I'm like, oh, sorry. Whoopsie daisy.
We just really love you.
Yeah, then I had to get weird and be like, never mind, you're not my fan favorite.
Never mind.
Whoops.
Okay, so I said, Natalie, will you please do me the honor of being my fan favorite? I talked about how like you're gonna be so jealous because I honestly kind of thought we already had her as the fan favorite, and then it dawned on me, no, we just were so in love with Natalie that we just kept talking about her. So she said, oh, of course, thank you. And I can hear it in her accent. I'm not going to do it justice, so I won't try. It's an honor to be picked. I'd like to thank my mom and dad. Cracks me up. So funny. And I said, well, that's wise to start with them. And then she comes back and says, what to pick? I always go for your local cat and dog home, especially in colder areas where they need blankets, etc. And I wouldn't mind if you plugged our dog's Insta.
Oh.
So her dog has an Instagram, and it's at Bob Von Long Dog. Bob, VONLONGDOG.
Bob Von Long Dog.
Bob Von Long Dog.
Say that 3 times fast.
Right.
Or 1 time fast for Megan.
Oh, yeah, good luck. Okay, we just got a new puppy who's absolutely fecking adorable.
Fecking adorable.
Fecking adorable. Oh, my God, I love her. So I sent a picture of Arlo, who is in this picture, our new dog, chewed up the paper towel roll that was down because of his own pee mess. So then I sent a couple more pictures and haha, I know she's peeing everywhere. So because I'm talking about how horrible our dog is peeing everywhere. I know she's peeing everywhere, but thankfully taking it. I mean, I could go on and on. We have been a full conversation.
Yes, you do.
About dogs, and she's just the best. So her dogs, if you just love cute dogs, and I'm sorry, they're Scottish dogs.
Oh, right. Just think of their accents.
Their accents.
They probably bark like this. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me of a funny story, but we don't have time. Okay. Boy, we should always have a low battery. We would just be so precise every time.
No, this has not been precise. It's just been shorter.
True. Very true. Good point. No, but her dogs, if you go to the Insta page, it's so cute. And then, of course, you get Scottish background.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. And she's just such a lovely person, such a great, fun spirit. I can imagine when we visit her, we will just have so much fun together.
That would be so great.
Yes, I know. So, Natalie, we really do thank you. We really do miss you. We want you to come back. Send us more. We don't care what you talk about. Just send us video of you talking.
Right. Yeah. She just has the greatest, slang that she throws out there. I'm like, I didn't know that's what anybody said, and I love it.
Yeah, it's perfect. So we really appreciate you. We adore you. We're trying not to come off too strong.
We're failing, but we love you.
But come on back.
Yeah. Send us some videos.
Yes. Okay.
Not weird. Did that get weird when I said that? I didn't mean in a weird way.
No, just seriously, of you talking about anything.
Anything. Talk about your dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could show us pictures on Insta of your dog. We'd like to hear about the dog on video. That's right.
Get us in there. All right, so this is going to be a shorter episode, but we got some good stories.
Definitely.
We'll keep it compact if we need to. And if you just need to hear more of us, we are going to start our advice bonus episode or Am I the Asshole episode. So those are coming out soon on our Patreon. So if you want any more, content, you can come there. And if you do the $5 a month Patreon tier, then you also get our movie nights. And we watched Lost Boys last week, and I cannot believe I hadn't seen it before.
It was so good. It was so fun.
It was so much fun. I think we need to always watch 80s movies.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It was great. I loved it. So if you want to join that group, come hang out with us. We have a lot of fun, and you can find out all of the information, also get merch and write in. And If we have a live event coming up at any point, you'll find all that information on www.myskepticalsister.com. You can rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and you can now rate us on Spotify.
Lovely. Anything for Anna's segment we forgot to mention?
Anna, I read a book and I hated it, so I'm not even going to tell her about it. Don't read Picture Perfect.
Okay. Just making sure there's nothing new we needed to get in about books.
The whole book pissed me off. And it was so long.
Oh, no.
And it was so bad. I'll tell you all about how much I hated it as soon as we get off of this.
Okay.
But Anna did send me a message that she read. My sister, The Serial Killer.
How do you all read these books so fast?
They're little books.
You people have too much time on your hands.
Well, I cheat and I listen.
That's right.
So I can, clean my house and listen, or drive in my car and listen. So
yep, I need good headphones. That's my problem.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you all so much, and we will see you next week.
Adieu.
La 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 la.
So I FaceTimed her tonight. I FaceTimed her. That's hard to say.
It is hard. Try it again 3 times.
I
real fast.
FaceTimed her tonight. Did I say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. 0 light. And there's like 0 light pollute.
Nope. Light paloopas. I don't even know what a light paloopa is. I bet it's cute. Stranger. Okay, get ready.
Okay.
So since I okay.
Just take your time.
I love how she sticks her tongue out when she does it.
She always has her tongue out. That's perfect. Lay down.
We are on a time limit tonight, Ellie.
Start coming down from the hill.
What? Didn't that sound natural?
So natural. What was that? The answers?
I think it was like a submarine. Doo 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 doo. It's like sending out a sonar radar.
Oh, that's
yeah.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a fan favorite?
I do. You thought you were gonna catch me, and I got a good one.
Nice. You say that every week.
I know. They're all good. That's why they're her favorites. Bob Von Long Bob Long Von.
See you next week.
Shit. We don't have time for this.